Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Maydaysan Gaming, and today, we're back with another episode of Thespian Thursdays. It's gonna end up being called Thespian Thursdays, guys. And this time, we're not gonna be answering a question in particular, but I kind of asked myself this question. I wanted to put this video out. Next time, we'll be putting out a video that'll be answering your questions. But for this week, please forgive me. Yurushite kudasai masen. I want to just address this right now because it kind of hit me a few days ago. And what I don't like about Japanese Airsoft. But before we begin, I'd like to ask you guys to please leave your question in the comment section down below. Anything you want. It could be about video games. It could be about Airsoft. It could be about me. It could be about onions. I don't know, whatever. And we're just going to talk about it. Just make this more of a community thing. And speaking of the community, if you'd like to be a part of the community, Discord link in the description, as well as opportunity to become part of the exclusive club of VIPs as a channel member. As you guys may know, a lot of my content gets demonetized. So we can make up for that by becoming a channel member, supporting the channel just a little bit, and you guys get a whole bunch of extra content, a lot of early access, and some extra gameplays and stuff like that. Maybe Let's Plays. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing yet, but I'm putting at least one exclusive video out a month for those who are joining. Thank you. At the time of this recording, I have 2 members, and I love you all. But let's talk about this topic. What I don't like about Japanese Airsoft, and that's one thing that I notice is I don't like one life game modes. Now, I'm pretty sure the answer is obvious why I don't like it, but at the same time, I understand why it's there and why it's fun. So in Japan, the normal tsujo, which is like the default game mode in Japan, is flag sen, which is capture the flag or search and destroy, I suppose. So there are 2 flags on each side of the field. So there's one on A side, one on B side, and it's your objective to get the other flag. And that is it. Now, how this plays out is that it's usually 95% of the time, 1 life only. So you die, you are done. You spent $50 to come out to play today, plus transportation, plus food. And if you die right away because you're being stupid or you're facing some super sweat, you're not playing. And in some fields, you can't even just go to like the shooting range and just shoot the range and shoot your gun or whatever and just do some tactical training, because that kind of distracts the other players in the field. So when it's especially like that, that's kind of just like, how do you say eggs in French? Ugh. So that's kind of what I don't like about Japanese Airsoft. It's very cutthroat, and that's what makes it more similar to Rainbow Six Siege, not only in its play style and how you play and how you move and how you make strategies, but in how punishing it is. Now, imagine you are a new player, and this is your very first time ever playing Airsoft. You get into the field, all right? You play for the first time ever. You get in, you load your gun. You're like, hey, I'm about to do this. What's the strategy? I remember I asked that my very first time, like, just go, just play. I just went in there and I got shot in the face. And what do? Do I go back to spawn and try again? Nope. I go back to the safety area, take off my gear, and I sit there for another 10 minutes until the game is over. Okay, so whatever, that's fine. First time for everything. Let's get into the second game. You go on the other side. You go, all right, so I'm not gonna go down that way. You go down the right lane instead of the left lane. You go down the lawn, see what's happening. He is good. You get shot by somebody who's already there, who already rushed to that spot, even though he's not allowed to, and he just destroys you immediately. And what do? Do you go back? Do you not call the hit because you don't want to play? Or you don't want to stop playing? No, you call your hit because you're not an asshole, and you go sit in the safety area for another 10 minutes. And this loop continues. Now, I understand that having fun in Airsoft is different for everybody. There are people who want, like me, who want to just play well, and I want to get kills, and I want to do this, and I want to do some LARPing, or I'm pretty satisfied if I just, do some cool clearing and tactical stuff with my boys. But I'm playing by myself, I'm trying to get kills, bro. I'm trying to get content out here, But there are some people who just enjoy getting shot and, enjoy, I don't know why you would, but enjoy just the entire thrilling feeling of it. And I understand that there's a statement going around saying, don't go play airsoft to shoot people, play airsoft to get shot at and laugh about it. Now, I understand that. I understand what you mean. But in Japan, there's only one life game modes half the time. 95% of the time. So you don't even get to play the game. It's not like you go, oh, let's go rush mid, yeah, and you rush mid, you do your bonds and get shot, haha, you laugh it off with your boys. Oh, geez, that was so fun, Oh yeah, you really had fun getting shot. You got fun getting shot, Morty. You like that? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna go back to spawn now, and it's gonna go try again and do it. Let's do it again. Yeah, I'm actually really excited to do that again. Nope. In Japan, you get shot, you're done. You set out. And you could literally spend the whole day. I know I had a buddy who went all the way 3 hours out to a field, and he only got like 1 kill the whole day because he kept dying the entire time. Is that fun? That's a subjective question. But for me, and I think for most people, I think it's fun to be able to shoot and get some kills, right? Anybody would enjoy the dopamine, right? Getting your first kill. But I feel like it's a very cutthroat way to play, and I feel like fields need to encourage more respawn game modes. I don't know what it is about Japan not liking respawn game modes as much. I've only been to like a couple of fields where they play predominantly respawn game modes. Some fields will be like, okay, until you get used to the map, they'll like, for the first couple 4 games, they'll throw in respawns, right? They'll do unlimited respawns or just team deathmatch or unlimited respawns. So you get to learn the map, you get to have fun, you get to shoot. But then immediately like that, it's like, okay, let's go back to normal, guys. They'll use the word "tsujo ni flexion o yaritai to omoimasu." Like they'll say, let's play as normally, no respawns, flexion. Now, I think that has to do with this one key word of what makes airsoft in Japan different from other countries. In Japan, it's not called airsoft. It's called survival game. The game in itself is a survival game. It's like a battle royale. It's a survival game. If you die, you're done. You don't get to come back and do it again. It's one of those games where you have to play your life, right? So that's the difference. And the marketing is different in that sense, right? So the play styles change. People will prefer guns that have better range or guns that are lighter, guns that can make you more efficient, attachments that'll help you hold stability, knee pads, stuff like that. Because the game becomes more campier inherently. There isn't really that much of a rushing culture here, as you've seen from my gameplays over and over again. It's a lot of just holding. I've played games where you just sit there for 18 minutes holding a single angle because you don't want to go out and risk your life on an infinite angle of just peeking something and then you're done, right? And it gets frustrating, it gets tilting. And I feel like it's too cutthroat for new players. And I feel like that might be what makes the airsoft community hard to grow, to get over that learning curve. I had to do a lot of real steel training. And by real steel training, I mean watching a lot of Ronin tactics, watching a lot of Grand Thumb and T-Rex arms, and practicing in my house in order to even get the fundamentals to play the game properly. Because if you don't have that, I see players just getting shit on because I'm the one destroying them because they don't have those fundamentals. And I feel like that's probably just, the Japanese way, right? To just be a master of your art, of what you want to do. And good players. And I was playing the other day and I was getting destroyed by this other YouTuber who I love his videos because he's so good. But when you're on the other side of his skill, holy man, I did not stand a chance against this guy. I just literally avoided him because he would always go to this certain area. I was like, no, I'm not going there anymore. I'm out, right? And imagine that being a new player. And that's what I don't like about Japanese Airsoft, is this focus on one life game modes. Now, that being said, I like one life game modes because it helps you improve at the game so much, especially when the meta in Japan is one life game modes. It helps you play your life. It helps you make better decisions, helps you learn to pick your battles, helps you learn to be precise, which is why a lot of people ask me, like, why do you put red dots on your airsoft guns? Well, in airsoft in Japan or sabage in Japan, where precision is key, reaction is key because you only have one life, you bet your ass I'm going to be trying to optimize my setup so I can acquire that target as fast as possible. That's the goal for me, right? So yes, I will put on attachments. Yes, I will put on a solid red dot that I can actually see immediately. Part of it is also trying to look cool, of course. Most of it's trying to look cool and being able to flex on mans. But that's what I don't like about Japanese Airsoft. The one life game mode cutthroat kind of mentality of it. And I understand why it's there, because if in respawn game modes, it's fun, but I can see how it gets boring because there's no stakes. But once the stake, I think fields need to have a bigger mix of one life, multiple life, one life, multiple life, rather than just being one life the entire time. Like some fields will just play one life the entire time and no objective, just TDM. So mix it up. I like fields. I like going to fields that mix it up a lot. Especially Kowloon, that field you guys with the dark vibey place. I play there a lot. They have a great amount of game modes there to just mix up the game rhythm, and I think that we should all strive towards that. But the cutthroat, just learning curve is really high. But once you get over that curve and you learn to play the game and learn the meta, it is extremely satisfying to get kills, extremely satisfying to make it to the end and win the game. But anyway, guys, what do you think about Airsoft in Japan, or survival game in Japan, that is? And would you like me to make a video talking about the main differences about survival game versus airsoft and how it really is? Maybe we could do some research on that. Remember to leave your comment down below if you want your question to be answered. We can talk about it next week on the Thespian Thursday. I have no idea why we're calling it Thespian Thursday. We're not even Broadway actors. God damn, I did take drama class. But anyway, guys, this video is like 11 minutes long. I'm out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.